Momocon 2026 was boring as hell. In actuality, this year was another fantastic con, probably the best so far. This is the 4th year I went to Momocon in Atlanta, Georgia, and was able to see a bunch of cool people yet again. Not only did I get to hang out with some people from last year, like Jake's Mind Palace, Hats Off Media, Check, and The Wacky Deli, but I also got to hang with some friends who weren't able to come last year, like Offbeat Kiki, Man of a Thousand Thoughts, BH Ultra, and resident non-American dad watcher Nintendo, who I sat down and got to watch not 1, not 2, not 3, not 5, but 4 episodes of American Dad. To quote Nintendo, "I love Roger. He's so funny." I also got to meet some new people in person this year too, like Johnny Tucellos, VG Marcus, Pat Mac, and Alyssa Jaden, to name a few. Also, Terrific Tariq was there too, I guess, and we did hang out, but he was a special guest of the con this year. What, just because he has this awesome indie pilot that everyone should watch, that means he's better than me? Actually, yeah, that's probably true. Last year I hosted a panel about how cartoon houses make no sense. But this year, I got to not only co-host a panel all about Fox cartoons with Hats Off Media, Man of a Thousand Thoughts, and Terrific Tariq, which should be on someone's channel by now or possibly after, depending on when this video goes live. But I also got to host my very own panel that was a follow-up to last year's, all about how cartoon shipping makes no sense. And if you were at the panel this year, then you probably already know just how crazy it got. So enjoy yet another slightly edited down version of this year's panel. American Dad ranking video coming soon, I promise. Please don't be mad. Okay, I love you. Bye.
All right, now. We're going to get started in a second, but before we do, I have one more question.
3 questions.
What is your favorite ship? But instead of raising your hands and calling them out, I might have planned a little something in advance. Before anyone else got here today, I paid someone to come into this specific room and go under all the seats and tape a comment card and a writing utensil. So if you take that and take it out and write your comments, you can bring it up right now.
Where? Are you? Dan, I swear to God.
Oh, damn. What's wrong? What's happening?
No, I thought this was some corporate shit.
I really thought it was okay. Wait, hold on 1 second. Is this not room 403? No! What room is this?
422.
I just paid someone $150 for that, so I'm not paying again. All right. Well, you know what? We'll have time for this at the end of the panel.
403
So,
for my panel.
cartoon ships make no sense. I was supposed to change that, but I'll live with it. Hello, I'm Dan. You might remember me from such panels as Cartoon Houses Make No Sense from last year, if any of you have seen that, and Las Casas de los Dibujos Animados no tienen sentido, from when YouTube auto-done my video without my consent. It's a struggle for us all. Oh, also I'm a YouTuber. Yes, I do make videos on the occasion. So if you'd love to see more of me, you can check me out at this channel, The Dan the Man Show. But thank you. But we'll talk about it a little later. Before we get into the meat and potatoes, some of you might be thinking, but Dan, isn't this just a rehash of what you did last year, just repackaged with a new coat of paint? And there's a bit of a complex answer to that. It's not very straightforward. No. It's not a rehash. It's not that. I'm sure at least some people from the industry are here. Some people might be here. If they're not, that's fine. But in the industry, they call it a sequel. And that's what we're doing today. So, first things first, I have to make this little disclaimer. And I want everyone to say it with me now, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
You are not a professional.
Oh, that's not what it says. That's not what it says. Guys, can't you read? Because I'm not going to gaslight you this year. I'm not going to lie. I am a professional. Because
say that you're not professional or that we're not professionals.
I'm not a professional, but I am a professional. I'm not lying to you this year.
I'm trying to trick you. Bad.
Because last year,
The props are back.
I came with a little certificate to prove that I knew what I was talking about. My Bachelor of Architecture. But I made a big deal saying I wasn't a professional. But this year, I happened to go back to school, and I went to Romantic Polytechnic Institute, and I got my doctorate in love.
Oh, what?
So I think I know a little bit about what I'm talking about. I think I'm a little more qualified than many. And in case anyone else is still doubting me, I did happen to take a picture of my momentous graduation occasion. There I am right there in that photo. You can see the red, being circled right there. Sorry for the quality, such a momentous occasion. And does anyone else still doubt me about this?
No.
I'm seeing a few people. And if that's the case, if I wasn't a doctor of love, then how would I have a stethoscope? Which, by the way, is an instrument used to check your heartbeat. I gotta get that checked, actually. So, there's a little bit of a preamble, but it's time to finally talk about cartoon shipping. Now, this is a very, very broad topic, and unfortunately we don't have all the time in the world to go over everything, so we're going to go over the basics of it. And after discussing with my fellow doctors, we've decided to narrow it down to the 6 major questions of shipping. Who? What? When? Where? Why? And before we get to the 6th question, I should mention, yes, this was referenced in Spy Kids 2, Island of Lost Dreams. I would be remiss if I didn't mention that. And of course, the last question is how. So, who exactly is being shipped? There's a few different characters that can be shipped. You got your main characters. You've got your side characters. Of course, you've also got your villains. But you also, of course, need to realize that not every ship is very wholesome. We have to talk about the problematic ships. I'm sorry. I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't talk about it. Now, there are specific subcultures of who's being shipped, and I want to talk about a specific subculture right now. That being the self-insert or the self-shipper.
Oh no.
For those of you that don't know what self-insert self-shippers are, they see characters and they're like, I want to be with them in a relationship.
Oh.
They insert themselves into their lives. Ergo, the self-insert. So, you just have characters from random media, you just, whatever, anyone could be in it. And you just insert yourself into it. And then all of a sudden, you're part of the story. You're in a relationship with them. Congratulations. Now, self-insert self-shipper doesn't exactly roll off the tongue. So, I've talked with my collegiates, And we've come up with a name for this specific ship. Really just narrowing it down to its basics. You know, the you and me of it, when you're looking at characters. The you and me of the ship. The you and me. And we've decided upon the name UI ship, which stands for user interface shipping, because the user is interfacing with the characters in order for this ship to work.
Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh.
Now, what kind of ship are we talking about here? And there's a few different examples we can go over right now. You've got your het slop. You've got your yowie. You've also got your Yuri. You've also got possibly a poly relationship. You've also got ones that just make you go, oh, they're really cute together. You've also got ones that make you go, oh, they're really cute together. And of course, you've also got ones that make you go, oh, they're really...
Finish the line!
Is that a dragon?
Yes. You know?
Okay, that's pretty metal, I'm not gonna lie. I do know that, they do. That's pretty metal. You've also got your odd peas. You've got your not peas. You've got what I like to call peak fiction. And there's another one that it's a little bit of a wordier one, but what I like to call my favorite food is white bread.
Yeah, you ain't right. You ain't right, man.
Oh yeah, cause apparently interdimensional alien means nothing.
Oh, and of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the peakness of the gay ships. Now, if I had more time, I'd go into it a lot more. I found this image on the left online, but I also wanted to point out some of my favorite MLM ships that I found online. Some stuff you might not see all too often, but I thought it'd be fun to point those out. Now, let's get serious for a second here, because some of you know me. Some of you know what I do. Some of you know who I am. You know my secrets. You know my my deep, dark, dirty shame, and you know what I talk about a lot. So, unfortunately, for you, not for me, I am under a few contractual obligations to discuss a few ships that may not be kosher to some, but, well, I wouldn't be me if I wasn't doing it justice. So,
Forgot that happened.
and that's technically not the only one, because I kind of had to do one other. Not because I wanted to, but because they would come for me if I didn't. Fun fact, you know that was the last episode to air on Adult Swim, and it was taken off before it came back. Good times. I want to go over a few ship names too, just to a little bit of a palate cleanser from what we just had to witness. I'm not sorry. Some ship names that I enjoy. Not exactly the ships themselves. I might enjoy the ships, so I'm talking about the ship names themselves. You got Lumpy Grab. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I like that name a lot. It's very, I think it speaks for itself. You got Toomey. I like Toomey. Because it sounds like luggage. And I like luggage. And of course, there's Dread. which of course is a reference to the best Metroid game. Oh, and there is one more, my favorite of the bunch. I like to call it, Damn, Phantom! Okay, now I have a question for all of you. No comment cards needed. When did shipping first start?
Cook and Skull.
Adam and Eve.
I'm looking for a specific year.
2001.
The answer,
The turn of the century.
the answer is 1993. And can anyone tell me why it's 1993? Raise your hands and I'll call out to you.
X-Files?
That is exactly right.
Oh, God.
See, what people don't realize is the characters of Scully and Mulder were so popular, they wanted to be together so badly in the minds of the fans, that it was the culmination for all the online shipping wars that you see today. Here's a fun fact, and feel free to answer this as well. What are the 3 most popular characters to appear in fan fiction?
Jackson Wang. Claus.
I'm going to assume that none of you got that correct, and I will go over the exact 3 most popular characters to appear in all fan fiction. X, Flash, and fun fact, did you know that there was a lawsuit from Duchovny, who played one of the characters in the X-Files, because the X-Files had a deal where every single fan fiction online that was blank X blank, they got a little cut of that money, see? They got a little cut of that ad revenue. But Duchovny wasn't seeing a cut of that ad revenue. He wasn't seeing that money at all. So he sued the show and then left the show. And that's why. Don't look that up. That's what I'm saying is true. Now, where did you hear about the ship? Now, you might have heard about it from X the Everything app. Possibly you heard about it from DeviantArt. Or maybe you heard about it from someplace like fanfiction.net. And all of these are viable. All of these are fair, and you're all entitled to your own opinion on where your preferred place is for where you get your fan fiction. You're all wrong, but you're all entitled to your own opinions. Now, I've spoken to a few different scholars, different people in my field, and we've culminated a list of the top 5 places to get your fan fiction from, as deduced by the scholars. Number 5, friend feed. Number 4, iTunes Ping. Number 3, Yik Yak. Number 2, Google Buzz. And I don't even think I need to mention this because it should be pretty obvious, but the number 1 place to get your fan fiction from is PictoChat. Now, we're already up to why. Why do these ships form? Why? And there's a lot of different reasons for why these ships form. And I could go over it for hours and hours, but I'm going to boil it down to a few different things. You've got actual genuine chemistry between characters. You've got your classic opposites attract. Of course, you've got the ever popular enemies to lovers. And again, I would be remiss if I didn't mention, because I have to, they interacted one time.
They don't even have to interact.
Exactly. You get it. How? The final question of the 6 questions. But what do I mean by how? what does HOW exactly mean? Well, it's very simple. HOW is actually a very simple acronym. Very easy to follow along, so feel free to follow along at your own pace. Headcanons are very dumb and can be outlandishly responsible when not checked, especially when assumed to be the main canon despite never being confirmed, and turn leading to online disputes and fights that tear apart fandom over something so trivial.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Word? So headcanons are dumb, and here's why.
Well, yeah.
When you have a cannon in your head, you're using your neck and your back specifically for weight distribution. And while your back can take some of the weight, your neck, no matter how strong, no matter how tough you are, your neck is not your strongest muscle. I'm sorry, it just isn't. So the ammunition alone is going to break your neck. The artillery alone is going to break your spine, and one shot of anything, it's just going to snap your neck instantly. There's nothing you can do about that. I'm sorry. It's just scientifically proven. There is one exception to this, one outlier to this. One only. As you can see, now, as you can see, these are blueprints, and I actually got these from my very good friend, Wells Schoolyard, who is also my thumbnail artist. They could not be here today, unfortunately, but I think they did a pretty good job, so give it up for them specifically. As you can see, only those with detachable heads can really use a headcanon. But I'm here to offer a solution. I'm not just one to bring you down. I offer solutions. Here's the top 5 cannons that are better than headcanons. Number 5, the leg cannon. Now, I will admit, it's helpful if you amputate your leg first, and then you then have that little area where you can just use that as a cannon. But if you do it below the knee, you still have that articulation point, and you get some pretty heavy artillery there. That's like a cannon right there. You can load some pretty heavy stuff into there. Number 4, the chest cannon. Now, this one, again, is a little finicky, but it's easily the best for body placement of a cannon. You see, the chest is the widest part of your body. Maybe the stomach, but second would be the chest. The chest also will allow you to change your stance so you can easily take the recoil. It won't be perfect, mind you, but it'll work just fine, at least for the time being. Number 3, a cannon. Because here's the thing, why change something that ain't broken? We've been using it for hundreds of years at least. It's worked, it's had proven history of working. So my motto is, again, why change something that ain't broken? Number 2, the cannon cannon. Want to know why you change something that ain't broken? Because you can make it better. Why rely on long-range fighting when you can bring the fight to your enemy's turf while you're safely in your own home base? Introducing the cannon cannon. A cannon that shoots smaller cannons that then land by your enemies and shoot smaller cannonballs. You are now safe from your own territory while your enemies are getting pelted with the artillery of a cannon at close range. And the number 1 cannon better than a head cannon is a non-cannon cannon. There's nothing more effective to wiping out your enemy than making them non-important to the story of you. We were able to take the essence of non-cannon and contain them inside balls. And these balls of cannon we have deemed to call cannon spheres. And these cannon spheres, filled with non-cannon, you just shoot them at your enemies. They get sprayed with non-cannon. All of a sudden, they can't do anything to you. Because nothing non-cannon can affect your life. And, as an added bonus, we also have the non-cannon cannon cannon. We combined the science of the cannon cannon and the non-cannon cannon and figured, why not give you the best of both worlds? You now have the cannon cannon shooting non-cannon cannon. Not to be confused with the canon, non-canon canon. Because the canon, non-canon canon is just a canon. This is the non-canon canon canon, which shoots cannons that shoot non-canon. It's pretty self-explanatory. Yes, it is. Now, of everything we just went over, what is the least important question when it comes to shipping of the 6 that we just went over? Why?
Where?
The answer is who. And some of you might be thinking, well, Dan, that doesn't make any sense. You're talking about 2 characters or more. The characters are the most important part, right? Well, I figure this might be a little confusing, so I'm going to break this down for you with one of my least favorite cartoon ships. Now, for those of you that know how this goes, we all know that this had a bit of a tumultuous ending to it. Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. I know who I am, okay? I know I'm not Mr. Popular, but it is what it is. Now, can anyone tell me why this is one of my least favorite? And I'll give you a hint.
Because Jake ruined it.
You want to know why this is my least favorite cartoon shipping? Because Finn didn't go through the proper mail sources when he was delivering those letters. If he had delivered it to the proper postage services that Who provides, possibly, just possibly, he would have realized that in the 2 to 4 weeks it would take to ship, maybe he made a mistake. Maybe he can call the post office and realize, hey, I made a mistake. And before you say, in this post-apocalyptic world, there's no such thing as mail, I got you. Because there is. There's multiple forms of mail. Because you got prismgrams and mailbirds. So you can't say otherwise. Now, some of you might still be confused. And, well, I have a confession to make. So, I was getting my doctorate of love, and I realized this is great for love. And love is great. But where's my love for this? I'm not feeling the love for this. So after I got my doctorate of love, I did a little soul searching, and I realized I don't love love. I love mail. So you see, this was never about cartoon shipping. This was about cartoon shipping. So after I got my doctorate of love,
That took me a second to
I
catch.
then went to Federal Delivery University, and I got my master's of tape application.
Oh my God. Masters.
So yes, I know what I'm talking about. And as proof, here's my graduation photo. You can see right there, I'm circled, exactly where I'm sitting. Yes, that's all me.
Where's Goat?
That's a good question. So I apologize because I did lead you astray, but I think it's time to finally talk about cartoon shipping.
Double meaning, because it's a ship that ships.
Or is it?
Damn it!
That being said, it would be not right of me to leave you high and dry. So, I did want to give you my top 5 cartoon shipping before we bring this to an end. Number 5. There's this anime called Tagame Bake, letter B. Now, I never heard of this before doing research, but I watched a few episodes. It's actually pretty interesting, all things considered. It's about mail delivery service. I gotta get back into it, but basically, it's very interesting. Number 4 is a show called Milmo's Post. It's about a clown, a walrus, and a sailor delivering mail to the people of a town. Number 3, Futurama.
Yeah!
Because in Futurama, of course, Planet Express, their delivery service, they are able to deliver mail not only all around the world, but all around the universe. Number 2, Kiki's Delivery Service. Now, I think this one is pretty self-explanatory, but just in case, I had to include it. It's peak. What else can I say about Kiki's Delivery Service? But if Kiki's Delivery Service is number 2, I bet you're asking yourselves, Dan, what exactly is the number 1 cartoon shipping? And the number 1 cartoon shipping is available right now on my Patreon for a low, low price of $3 a month. And if you think I'm lying, go ahead and check. Right now, it's posted at 6 o'clock p.m. You can see that right now. And that's all the time we've got.
Let's find out.
Yes, hold on.
Alright, go ahead.
It was I'm not gonna lie, I joined what's called panel. I like to talk about boats, shit.
No, see, that'd be too easy.
Oh yeah, no, fair. I respect the game, But I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really a shipping guy. However, I am a Sonic fan, and I dabble, and I just wanted to see if you can agree with my opinion on the ultimate Sonic shit. Specifically with Sonic, stuff like Sonic X Shadow, Sonic X Gaming, Sonic X that type of stuff.
Well, I'll say one thing. Sega themselves released a game called Sonic X Shadow Generation.
That's fair. I completely understand. But here's the truth, though. The answer is Sonic should be with no one. He would be a terrible boyfriend, and that's the truth.
I don't disagree. That being said, I think we all agree the best delivery service in all of
Oh my god. No! They would refuse to pay their taxes.
That makes them even
They
better.
could still be dating. And they'd also be constantly fighting and mostly break the packages. They'd be like UPS.
I'm with my favorite ship. It is Webtoon at Wattpad. Webtoon X Wattpad.
Really?
Did someone drop their phone?
I did not know that.
Oh, that's mine. I got you.
I'm not going into that. Hello.
Would you also just get that out of the way?
Grab the key. I'm assuming
I
only
know,
go this
right?
far. It's only gonna go this far.
You're right.
Just put it on
I
the
did
table.
forget to mention Milkman, or did I? Maybe go to Patreon and check.
I'm thinking, my friends, I'm gonna see these things. Mission invaders and ships. Alright, so that's what's up.
Well, what's your favorite ship in Invader Sim? I can see that. They both have a heat I will say, I think my favorite ship in Invader Sim is the mothership.
Ah!
I haven't seen it in a long time, so that might be what it's called. Yes, I believe that's what it's
Yeah, that's what's called. Yeah, but they won't deliver anything.
If anyone would like proof and just wants to look at my phone on the way
called.
past, if anyone wants proof and just wants to look at my phone on the way past,
I'll take it.
It drops at 6 p.m. Like he said, he timed it so perfectly with his pen that he said the final answer would be on his Patreon at 6 p.m. And there it is. This man is a maniac. He must be stopped.
He is a maniac.
no, I'll personally take care of it.
Please do something about him, please.
I like that. You know, I was thinking about that earlier. I do like that shit. I was actually thinking about including a thing about crossovers
I
specifically,
don't know the answer.
but I just didn't have the time.
It's there on his Patreon.
I'm not going to spoil
But
it.
that's a popular one. I do like that one. I do like that one.
No faces, hiccups, so much
No spoilers.
no spoilers.
No.
Give him a taste of his own
Well,
medicine.
Jack was of course, a big man.
Another ship that I
He won't see me coming
But I
from a
think I
mile
definitely
away.
prefer Hiccup and Jack. I think they make a better.
Oh, that actually says Master of
But I
Tape
think everyone
Application. That's
held it.
wow.
I can't think you can't go wrong with either one.
Yeah. Oh, it's like, oh, what was that?
Oh, it's called Dan the Man Show.
Hey, Dan the Man. So, what are your thoughts on Jesse and X-Lace from Infinity Train?
I think they definitely have a lot of good chemistry. I like the story that they had together. Is Jesse the male protagonist from that season?
Well, I mean, technically yes, but like Lake is also the protagonist, they're co-protagonists of both.
All right, the co-protagonist, right? Yes, I like that ship a lot actually. I think that they have really good chemistry. I kind of wish we got a little bit of an aftermath in regards to like what's going on with them. But there's a lot of things I wish of Infinity Train, especially that it was still going. I think we all wish that. But yeah, I mean, I do like that ship.
Hashtag bring back Infinity Train.
You get it.
Thing is, if we had gotten like another book every year, it would probably be over by now
Now,
anyway.
I'm not saying that I explicitly ship Jackson Pomni from Digital Circus. However, when it is drawn and posted on Tumblr, and I see it in a certain way, I look at it and I'm like, okay, yeah, I get it. However, my new favorite crack ship is Regina George from Mean Girls and Robert Heffley.
Oh yeah!
I've heard of that.
That's all I have to say.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing good. I'm a little hot, but otherwise I'm doing well.
Maybe.
Yes, I think we've met before. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Okay, so Ultron?
Yes, I know Voltron. I know the different series. I think I know what you're about to say, but I'm looking forward to it either way.
Okay, good. 'Cause I have some beef. I know
Well, I'd
Voltron's
love for you to dish it out to me.
period. All right, so I know Voltron ended like years ago. 20. I don't know.
18.
But
18.
2018? Okay, it ended 2018, right? So I don't like the fact that Allura and Lance got together because it makes no sense to me. See, I would understand it if they liked each other from the get-go, but it was really one-sided, Like, I was really surprised that Keith and Lance did not even get together at the end because that shit would have made more sense.
Oh, right.
But no, Lance and Allura got together, and then Allura, unfortunately, died. So that, I don't like that at all.
Yeah,
I really
you're
don't
making
like
favorite
it.
character.
Even to this day, I'm bitter about it. I'm bitter. So DreamWorks should probably run the hands. I will fight them.
I would like to see that, actually. I'd love to see that.
Thank you. I would definitely win.
I don't doubt you would. You probably would.
Thank you. Okay, bye.
Do you personally believe that Lumity is like the most universally beloved ship in animation in the past 5 years and stuff?
I'm trying to think what else came out in the past 5 years. I think it's definitely a contender. I think the issues I and other people have with it have nothing to do with the ship itself, more so just the fact that everything was so shortcut that there were a few aspects that had to be rushed. That being said, there's nothing wrong with the ship itself.
It doesn't seem like that the shortening had anything to do with the ship getting together or anything like that.
No, I don't think it did either. I just wish we got a little more time with them. But I think it's definitely one of the contenders for the most agreed upon.
Yeah. Hi. So I wanted to do a thing where can you like the first title screen?
The title screen?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can get to the title screen. Hold on. Hold on. Is that okay? Can you see it?
Oh yeah.
Just imagine a wing. Oh, sorry. Hold on. My bad. Hold on. Alright, hold on one sec. When it unplugs like that. Did you get what you wanted or no? I got it. Okay, perfect. Alright. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
I know an example of cartoon shipping that beats all of.
I'm listening.
That one episode of Stugo where Francis delivers the mail because he once got a letter and it felt nice. What more logic do
That
you
is
need
one of
in
the
that?
best options. Though, in regards to one option, it's one of the best. But if we're talking about like the overall scope of it, I mean, it is just one episode, unfortunately. Now, am I saying that I'd love to see a spin-off where Francis delivers the mail? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Then we have a top contender right there.
Well, it's so good it only needs one episode to get it across.
But I'd love to see 5 more seasons of Cat and Stu go.
Tuesday. Hi Dan, longtime fan, first time caller. Out of all the slides on the entire thing, I really liked the end part. So personally, I just want to know what kind of other stuff is over on the damn D-Man Show Patreon.
That's a good question.
I've been wondering.
We have previews for upcoming videos, including a 15-hour American Dad video. We have posts that I try to make on at least a monthly basis to get things updated. And other sneak peeks and updates and stuff like that. Thank you for your question, Brandon Sanger.
Of course, and also my favorite cartoon is SpongeBob.
Thank you. I don't know what that is.
Hello, Dan.
Hello.
On a scale from 1 to 10, what are your thoughts on a certain ship that may or may not have 2 gay lawyers? I'm sorry, 1 gay lawyer and a prosecutor.
Well, I don't know. You know, it's just, it's so hard to put a number to it because it's, some of the people call it baseless, but I just think it's quite based. So I would say 11.
You understand, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello. First of all, before you say something, I gotta say, I love your comment.
And then you got to the shipping, and there was the ship. And I was like, okay, this is a plot twist. We're getting the boats. At least we're getting the shipping, which includes some sort of ship. So I was like, all right, we got it. And we went back to shipping. And then I sat there, and my entire group was like, you seriously thought this was about boats? And I was 100% convinced that this was about boats. I thought boats were coming too.
See, this is why I didn't include boats. Because you were all playing 4D chess. I was playing dominoes.
The previous panel was about houses. The next progression.
I had to switch things up. You gotta understand that I'm always 18 steps ahead of everybody.
Are you really an architect, or is that also a bit?
What's that thing?
I don't believe you.
Well, do you see it?
Right there.
I have it right here.
Think Architects University.
It's Architect.
Sure.
An important question.
I'm sure it is.
I get it.
Dan.
Hello.
Dan.
Hello.
Buddy, we need to talk.
Okay.
How the fuck do you not go through this whole panel, this whole fucking bit, without not talking about possibly one of the most well-known male-related cartoons? Postman Pat. Like, come on, man. You got this whole bit, like, planned out, and you didn't even think of him. That's one of the most well-known mailmen of all fucking cartoons.
I agree with that.
You're not
See,
wrong.
this guy gets
but two things that you consider.
What?
They don't call it male. In the UK, they call it the
It's so fucking male!
That is my culture, Dan.
Am I wrong?
He's got a doctorate.
You're not saying no. Secondly,
We don't have a lot. We have Prince Pat and Watson Gromit, that's it.
I will after this. We'll fuck around and find out then. Bet!
Huge Dan Flash's fan here.
Thank you.
And I just wanted to ask, do you have some thoughts on the FedEx commercial that looks like Spider-Verse? I thought that would be up your alley in terms of animated mailman.
Oh, yeah.
The one where where he gets like attacked by a snake. I'm pretty sure it's well known in the cartoon shipping community.
Now, I actually do have an opinion on that. Personally speaking, I think that gave snakes a bad name. Snakes are not like that. If you see a snake, and trust me, I know I'm working towards my Master of Reptile Studies, feel free to get close to it, hug it, squeeze it, love it, because snakes are your friends. The Bible lies to you.
Beautiful, thank you.
You're very welcome. Any other questions? We still have a solid 14 minutes. I'm willing to answer anything.
Actually, the Danny X Sam ship is called Amethyst Ocean. Thank you very much.
Speak on it. There you go.
I'll take that at face value because I do love that name.
And building off of that, the Danny X Valerie ship is called Grey Ghost.
That's also really good name. I didn't know that.
Also, okay, so here's another question. Why do you think, like, okay, so like some shows can spend like 3 seasons or over 50 episodes trying to develop a ship, but doesn't work at all, yet a 5-minute or 10-minute show can completely sell you on a ship better?
Because I think when you're focused solely on a 5 to 10 minute thing, maybe like an indie pilot, for example, you have a lot more focus on the characters because you're trying to sell to these people harder than anybody that you want to care about these characters. You want to care about the relationships between these characters. And you have to do that as hard as you can because when you're making something like that, everything is against you. There is almost nothing going in your favor. So you have to do whatever you can to make it as heartfelt as possible.
Makes sense.
I think.
Hi, Dan. Long-time fan, first-time caller. As an enjoyer of the arts, how do you feel about GameStop's bid to attempt to buy out eBay?
Now that is a good question. Personally, I would have preferred if Sex Games bought out eBay, but unfortunately, that's not an option anymore. Because KB Toys bought out Sex Games.
Your Sex Games?
But if we're talking about GameStop specifically,
Yes.
well, how many Funko Pops can I get from eBay if they
that has like a
do
bunch of
decide to buy them out? Then we'll talk.
My bad.
Thank you, Dan.
Sorry, I had to come back because I just remembered something. So you brought Finn,
One more thing.
Princess earlier, but you're
And
just
another
right?
thing.
One of them. Yeah.
Well, there's probably someone worse than that. We're talking about Cartoon Network and all that. Fucking Mordecai? With Margaret and CJ?
You know, it's funny because I was thinking about that because there is that whole thing with the butt texting and the butt dials, and in a way that is shipping of messages, that's shipping of phone calls. You can all, you know, it's all terminology. But I had to go with this because this specifically is a male-related crime, and I just couldn't let it stand.
It's an interesting concept, I'll give you that. There's one thing we know about Mordecai when he's on the ships. He's fumbling!
He is, every time.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I am Robin, I'm editor of Cheerfulness. Nice to meet you all.
Very happy I got that on camera.
I would just like to know your thoughts on the Craig X tweak ship, please.
Of the Creek?
I was a little upset
No, South Park.
In that episode, they never mailed any of the art to either of the houses. They just did it, they brought to the schools, you know? Where's the love? It's called the school directory. It's not that hard to find. It's not that hard to find.
Sends it to their houses. Thank you.
Easily.
All right, you're having fun, Dan, with all your ships and stuff. You know I am. Look, you're having fun with all your ships and stuff, but I just have to get you on this and ask you.
Okay, go
how could you forget the most important shipper of all time in animation? Mike the Mailman, motherfucker. Bob's Burgers. He ain't missed a letter a day in his career. You couldn't even mention him once. Fraudulent.
Because
fraudulent.
He's invoking the name of Bob.
What Joanne?
Because Mike isn't a male person. Mike is a male legend.
You win this time.
Up here once again, and okay, so here's a question. When it comes to shipping, what do you think is better when people combine two characters' names together, like, you know, like Sasha and Anne from Amphibia, or when fans come up with a whole new, like, name for them, so like Pokey shipping for Ashlex Misty, or Rose Garden for Ruby and Oscar from Ruby?
I mean, for comedy purposes, I do love the name thing, just because, again, you got Lumpy Grab. You can't beat Lumpy Grab, I'm sorry, you just can't. Woo! But I just found out there's things called Amethyst Ocean and Grey Ghost. That's awesome. I'll always pick that over combining the names anyway.
Yeah, because Donnie X Valerie would be like, what? Valerie, Donnie, and then Sam X...
Wait, say that again.
Donnie, no, Donnie...
That's it.
That's the ticket.
Sounds like balance.
And then Sam X Donnie would be like, Donnie, Sam, I don't know.
Damn,
Exactly,
it's
weird.
damn. It's damn.
It's the damn.
All right, last question, comment, concern.
Make it good.
No pressure.
You gotta start. You gotta start over. You fuck it up.
Hi, Dan.
Hello, person.
Being such an aficionado of shipping culture, I would love to get your thoughts on the opinion that the final seasons of Brooklyn Nine-Nine should have randomly just transitioned into being about them being mail carriers instead of police.
Maybe it would have still been on if it was.
Ooh.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you very much for coming. Have a great rest of your Momocon.
Woo!